Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today we'll be doing a reading for the month of February for the sign of Aries. I hope that Aries, you are doing well. I hope that 2025 has started out strong for you. We did have a full moon in Cancer, I believe on January 13th, and so that may have felt like heavy energy. That may have felt like there was quite a lot of emotional things going on, but this energy is dissipating and we are moving towards the new moon, which is going to be at the end of the month. And it's going to bring more of go, 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 let's get things done. We're moving out of that emotional heaviness. So get ready for some excitement. I hope that that message, found someone who needed to hear it. But yeah, this is the month of February Aries reading. And as you know, we are going to officially start the new year in the end of January. Astrologically, we are going to be in the year of the wooden snake. So that's when the real action is going to start taking place. You're going to feel like you're water rafting. You know what I'm trying to say. Whitewater rafting. It's going to be action packed. Things are going to like come at you from all directions. You're going to be really feeling very much alive and excited starting at the end of January. So we're going to unpack your February energy. Do remember that this is a general reading, so only take what you resonate with. Remember, energy is about ease. You don't want to force something or take something that you're not sure whether it applies to you. The idea is to always move with ease, because when energy feels forced, or it'll create resistance, and therefore the progress then it becomes delayed. So make sure that you are taking what resonates. Also, I've already meditated on the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. I shuffled the cards, and so this is the spread. In the past position, we have the Page of Wands, clarified by the Five of Wands. In the obstacle position, we have the Empress, clarified by the Knight of Wands. Interestingly enough, we have the Emperor right next to the Empress, but the Emperor is in the present position, and of course, he is clarified by the Two of Wands. And then in the future outcome position towards the end of February, you have Justice, the beautiful lady that is Justice coming in. And I think that's gonna really make you feel like things are balancing out and that the fairness is being restored. You also have the Three of Pentacles in the clarifying position. So in the past position, you have the Page of Wands, which tells me that in the last 2 months you started exploring more. The Page of Wands talks about trying new things and going in a new direction. So you've really been taking this idea of self-discovery to heart, and you've really been trying to look at different things with fresh eyes. You've really been trying to kind of explore things, give things a try, a chance, see how you feel as you are experiencing these new things. Maybe you started volunteering somewhere, maybe you started a new sport activity, maybe you started some sort of a project, maybe you are exploring some kind of a hobby where you get to realize your passions. whatever that new direction is, it's definitely giving you more growth opportunities. And so your consciousness is expanding. You're starting to realize more. Your awareness is becoming stronger, and your inner core is also kind of growing in its strength, which is really, really wonderful. You are kind of fearless and brave when it comes to trying new things, because you realize that your awareness is at such a high level that you want to introduce new things to your routine. You want to break out of what you've always done, and so there are new thoughts entering your mind. There's new patterns of behavior establishing themselves. You are really showing that courage and bravery and resilience and patience, first and foremost, towards yourself. You start to understand how to create, and as a result, you're seeing wonderful, beneficial things come your way. This new direction that you are exploring, and that you've been exploring, definitely is giving some pushback from others, because we do see the Five of Wands here in the clarifying position, which tells me that not everyone in your life is kind of not necessarily super happy with it, but when you start to change some parts of your identity, other people may feel like they need to change some parts of their identity. And that creates a little bit resistance within them. So if you've experienced lately some resistance from a family member or a friend or a coworker or whoever that may be, it's because they're trying to adjust seeing the new you. And it may be difficult for them, because when you are exploring and you're changing, they may have a more of a disagreement with that. They may see that as, well, why does that person get to change? Because they may not have the awareness level that you do. They may not, even if they do have the awareness level, they may not have the strength to try it. They may, kind of sit on the couch and have the perspective of a couch, rather than go out there and take a risk and take like charge at the unknown and see where they land, where they find themselves. The Wands are about taking risks. The Wands are about exploring and venturing beyond the comfort zone. And so the Five of Wands definitely tells me, because we do see several people in this card, and the good thing is that it's simply a difference of opinions. It's much better than like a Five of Swords, right? Because the swords represent words, and so that means someone is communicating in a bad way, right? Whereas Wands is more energy, right? They're not there yet to communicate necessarily straight and antagonizingly. The Five of Wands is more like resistance of energy from other people. They're not as accepting, they're not as understanding, they're not as supportive, but it's not something you can't handle. You are very much in your element, and it's good that you're trying new things. It's good that you're taking control of your destiny and of this awareness that keeps growing within you. Even though you may find like a part of you is triggered by some of the resistance that you've received in the last 6 months, you're still strong enough to kind of continue down the path that you've chosen for yourself. And you're able to stand up to that resistance and stand strong in your belief in what you want to pursue and how you want your life to be and how you want to move forward. You have more faith and you have more awareness, which is helping you move forward. Now we get to the interesting part, because you have the Empress in the obstacle position. The Empress is also located next to the Emperor. So you definitely have a lot more power, but what I feel like is you're trying to figure out how the power knobs work. You know how sometimes you get on a jet ski or a snowmobile or some sort of like a powered, thing like that. You can press the gas pedal too hard and like sort of fly forward a little more than you want to. So that's what you are going through at this moment. You're sort of adjusting, you're coming into your power on a whole new level, but you are not fully kind of like in control of that power. You're still trying to find a comfort level within this new power that you are in the process of getting. And so the Empress tells me that you may, overindulge in some things. And the divine is sort of bringing that to your attention, that, you are struggling because you're adjusting. You're struggling with that feminine power, which can be too much worrying, allowing the negative thoughts to take over, asking like those self-doubting questions. What if, and what if this happens? What if that happens? And having those thoughts kind of run away. You may be feeling like, you're not enough or you're doing something wrong. And so it's important to kind of level out when it comes to your feminine power and bring in nurturing and bring in compassion so that you can regain that control, with the Empress being in the obstacle. You want to remind yourself that you are enough, that you are on the right path, that you are doing everything that you need to accomplish. And it's interesting that you have the Knight of Wands in the clarifying position, because again, the divine here is saying, be careful with the recklessness. You may be, overly focusing on one thing and not really focusing on another. So find the balance within your day-to-day life and within this change that is happening to you, Aries, because you are morphing into your true identity. The layers of your old identity are falling off, and so your new identity is trying to find its legs, and it hasn't found those legs yet. Watch those negative thoughts. You are going through a growth period, and growth periods can be difficult because it's a constant energetic change, and it can be difficult to adjust to it. So take it moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day. Every day you want to remember, I've gotten up today, I've brushed my teeth today, I've put a new set of clothes on, I've accomplished doing that task or meeting that deadline, or what have you. So small steps, simple steps, give you that control back and bring that nurturing energy, that compassionate energy. You want to also let go of too much control, and remember that you need to surrender, because too much control creates resistance. And a lot of times when we go through growth period, we increase our control to help us with the struggling of the growth. And so you have to do the opposite. You have to decrease control, and you have to focus on surrendering, surrendering, surrendering. And then, eventually things will click in place. I'm seeing like around the 3rd to the 5th of February, you'll start to feel a much better release. Like there will be, like you'll be able to breathe again. You'll be able to move forward with a smile on your face and a pep in your step. Be careful in the month of February, having kind of taking too much action. a lot of times taking a lot of action is gives us an illusion of progress. So you really want to take it slow. You really want to see how things fall into place. You don't want to be overly active. In that regard, action may cause more issues and delays and problems rather than progress. So, ease up on the gas pedal, ease up on having to move forward. Maybe stop, maybe look around, enjoy the scenery, and then, calmly proceed forward. Stop, look around, enjoy the scenery, calmly proceed forward. Stop, look around, enjoy the scenery. Focus on the simplicity so that the complexity comes with more ease. We are in the time frame where time is speeding up. So the more happens externally, the more peaceful you have to be internally. That means simplify. The complexities on the external side around you, with your personal life, with your work life, with your friend life, with whatever other kind of life, is going to fall into place without too much action from you. Now, in the present position, you have the Emperor, because you are the Emperor. You are sitting in the seat of power. You have earned this. You have grown into it. You have leveled up to it. The Emperor is telling me that you have very strong boundaries, and so protect those boundaries. Make sure that you are inviting people to not encroach on your boundaries. Make sure that you are calmly and peacefully and firmly are aware of those boundaries and how those boundaries are respected. And a lot of times you can communicate that, not necessarily verbally, but through your energy, right? Don't feed into the energy of it's okay to approach me when I'm busy, or it's okay to overwhelm me with such and such when I'm working on something else. You can feed your energy and direct your energy to where you want other people to pay attention to. You don't always have to speak verbally, and sometimes directing energy is more powerful than speaking verbally. You will be taking charge in the month of February. You will be kind of establishing some rules. You will be establishing some guidelines. You will be, operating from your seventh chakra. So do make sure when you wake up in the morning, you set your seventh chakra to sky blue or forest green or mandarin orange or what have you, because those specific colors have specific traits. Colors, have like golden color, is healing. Sky blue is freedom and expansion. Forest green is grounding and nurturing. Different colors have specific meanings. Focus all your energy on the top of your head and operate from your seventh chakra, because then with the Emperor, with the power, you get the most for your buck. You get the most out of your energy, and move forward in a confident way, brave way, fearless way, because you absolutely, have far more control than you realize. A lot of people around you don't know how you're able to have so much control, but you do, because you have the necessary experience. And so you will be strategizing in the month of February about actions you want to take in this year, in this 2025 wooden snake year, because it is a year of truth. There will be some truth coming out. And so, as you're getting what you want, you need to create plans. Now, plans is very different from expectations. Planning means neutral, has that neutral connotation to it. Expectations is violence. Expectations is creating emotional violence. So you want to differentiate between plans and expectations. And so with the Two of Wands, it tells me that you are fully in the mode of planning of what is coming up, what you want to achieve. Maybe you want to try, I don't know, a new dish. Maybe you want to try a new restaurant. Maybe you want to explore a town that is 50 kilometers or miles or whatever else away. Maybe you want to try some sort of a sporting activity. You know, there's some goals that you've kind of have plans for 2025. Maybe you want to purchase real estate. Maybe you want to do more volunteering. Whatever goals you have set for yourself, you're fully in control of those goals and you will achieve them if the planning is kind of on point, right? You don't want to plan for something that is out of like completely the realm of possibilities, right? You don't want to plan on winning the lottery that is $2 billion. You know, you may want to plan on winning the lottery that is $10,000, right? So the goals have to be something you can actually achieve by putting in effort, because the energy works where you have to put something in order to get something out. There is a merging of energy. We're moving away from the duality because the duality is merging in and of itself, right? There's that quantum thing happening where the day is merging with the night, where the life is merging with the death, where the happiness is merging with the sadness. Everything is like merging together, and that is something new. And so you are in the seat of power and you're discovering how that fits into your life. So give yourself the space and the patience and the grace and the elegance and the kind of understanding to navigate through this new terrain. Some of you may be getting promoted in the month of February. Some of you may be being reached out with new possibilities. You don't necessarily have to be promoted at work. Maybe it is some sort of an organization where you volunteer. Maybe it is a type of promotion where someone assigns you more responsibilities and powers in some sort of organization that you participate in on some level. There is kind of leveling up, Aries, that is coming for you, that, you know, where your skills are recognized. And so you will feel like justice is coming in. In the future outcome position, you have justice, which tells me that for many of you, legal matters are going to go your way. You're going to prevail. You're going to win. The judge will side with you rather than with the other party. And you can see the judge in this instance as the divine. Being truthful will get you further than omitting the truth, if you will. You're able to see more perspectives, but the justice is on your side. There's something that you've done in the past that is being repaid to you now. And so you will feel like you are much more included and respected and supported and much more part of a team that you felt before. This is why you have the Three of Pentacles. You are being integrated. You're being seen in a new light. Even people that don't necessarily agree with you have the grace and are starting to have the grace to see you, that maybe you were right. Maybe you've actually said things that were correct. Maybe they were not so right to judge you too harshly. Maybe you know, actually had a point, even though you may have said it in an annoying way or not the way that they wanted to hear it. Maybe, you know, you had a good point and, you know, fine. I guess, you know, Aries, you were right, and we'll have you, you know, we'll see you, you know, as a person who actually does have good ideas. You know, we'll see you as a person who actually does bring quite a few things to the table. So like there's some kind of collective consciousness that is starting to see that you have contributed and that you have done quite a lot, and that you have sacrificed and gone without for the betterment of others. So that, you know, that ignorance in others is slowly sort of going away, and more fairness is coming in. And that is something you will see in the month of February. But let's see what we can clarify with the tea leaf cards that I have for you. And I'm shuffling them behind the scenes because it's easier for me, otherwise they fall all over the place. We have lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. So definitely Aries, you know, you can go from 0 to 60 or to 100 pretty quickly, and your anger can be slightly intimidating to people around you, so you want to make sure to process that in the form of energy. So if you feel like you're getting angry, take a step, you know, away, maybe walk around the building, walk down the street, sort of try and get that movement, physical movement that can help you talk to anger and say, hey, anger, right now I'm not in the position to necessarily address you, but like, can we, you know, figure this out? Like, you know, address the anger, have it be validated. Don't suppress it, don't push it away, but also don't, you know, project it onto others, right? Because you're creating from within. So it's important for you to remember, if somebody is violating your boundaries, it's up to you to enforce those boundaries. It's important to do it, you know, try and do it gently, but firmly. And so again, you want to make sure that you are handling that well in the month of February. We also have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So definitely, you know, you're going to be doing quite well. You have a very good perspective. You've learned to be aware. You've learned to use that awareness to your advantage. And, you know, you're able to see much larger picture than before, which is definitely helping you. And one last card, we have basket, recognition, reward for merit, which is definitely something that I feel very strongly is coming through in this reading for you, Aries, in the month of February. And now we have the angel and ancestor cards. We've got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. The reason you have this Earth Guardian card is because you do have a lot of power, and that power has a lot of energy, and energy is of no use unless you ground it. So especially in 2025, but like the month of February, you know, there's a lot of fire energy, there's a lot of water energy, there's not enough earth energy. So you actually have to take extra steps to stay grounded. So you have to do extra instead of just 15-minute meditation and 5-minute looking at the candle gazing, whatever it's called. You have to do extra. You have to do an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening, an hour in the day. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding with you. I'm telling you, hear me when I say this to you. You have to do more to stay grounded. You must do more to stay grounded, more than usual, because the energy is really jazzy. It's really all over the place, and it will turn on you if you don't ground it. It will make you feel out of whack. There's too much foreign energy flying around. You've got to do the grounding cord technique where you stick your grounding cord into earth, and you got to do it 10 times a day, 20 times a day, 30 times a day if you want to take advantage of February and manifest and move forward and create progress, rather than, you know, walk in circles trying to manage negativity, if you will. Negative energy will go away if you ground, and reach out to healers. Healers will ground you so fast. They are so good. And I mean, there's so many healers out there. You know, healers will get your energy nice and grounded, and you'll be able to move on. Like, it will last for at least, 2 days, 3 days. It'll last for a good while. If even if you like listen on YouTube to different healers, they will heal you, that will last for like 48 hours, which may be, long enough for you to get through whatever it is, a meeting, a hearing, some kind of conference, some kind of a situation where you come together with other people. But like grounding, I spend a lot of time with horses, which provide healing. And so like nature, animals, if you like don't want to spend time with healers, there's other ways, but you've got to focus on healing. And the Shaman Stream Oracle card, we have Beloved, Radical Acceptance. So you do see this heart on fire, or fire in the form of a heart. You definitely want to surrender. When you surrender to the universe, to the divine, that radical acceptance definitely comes through and helps you stay grounded and helps you move forward. But yeah, you may find yourself that all of a sudden a lot of burdens kind of fall off your shoulders. There's going to be huge amounts of progress, and you are very much encouraged to stay grounded to help you with that. And acceptance of your flaws, acceptance of your past failures, acceptance of who you are, and loving you, at whatever age that you are, whatever body weight that you are. Moving through life with ease is what acceptance is all about. Stop beating up on you. You are where you're supposed to be. You are not as bad as you think. And so like acceptance gives you the ability to plug in to your higher selves, like portions of your higher self in different astral planes. It gets you moving, it gets you evolving, and it gets you ascending much faster, and in a way, creates a much better physical experience. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. Please do let me know in the comment section what you thought of it. And also, please share it with anyone that you think might find it helpful. Thank you so much, and I hope you have an incredible month of February. I hope that, it is absolutely amazing for you. Stay grounded, stay focused, and look within for the answers that you need the most. And make sure your boundaries are in place, because they will help you achieve a lot of different things as you move through the month of February. Thank you, and have a great day.